Before you buy your new home, you'll need to budget beyond the down payment. The biggest expense when purchasing a home is your closing costs. Closing costs are one-time fees that you pay to finalize the purchase of your home. You pay these when you meet the lawyer just days before the closing date. In Ontario, most buyers budget around 1.5 to 3% of the purchase price to account for closing costs. So let's break it down. We'll start with the biggest expense you need to pay on closing aside from your down payment, and that's your land transfer tax. Land transfer tax is a provincial tax based on the purchase price of the home, and if you're in Toronto, you pay double the land transfer tax. So let's say you purchase a home for $800,000. Your total land transfer tax will be $12,475. If you're purchasing in Toronto, your land transfer tax will be $24,950. If you are a first-time home buyer, you get a tax rebate of $4,000. So a first-time home buyer would only have to pay $8,475 in land transfer tax for this purchase. On top of your land transfer tax, you have PST on your mortgage insurance if you're putting less than 20% down. So this will be $2,384. Then you've got a bank appraisal, typically anywhere from $300 to $400. You've got title insurance around $500. Then you've got your legal fees for the purchase. All in, probably around $2,000 to $2,500, and that'll vary based on your lawyer. And then finally, I like to add in any final adjustments. These might be things like if the seller's prepaid property taxes or utilities for the remainder of the year or quarter, you'll need to pay the seller back for this. So I budget around $1,000, which is pretty conservative. So that's it. You'll see at the top the total closing costs for this $800,000 purchase are $18,759, which is around 2.34% of the purchase price. And if you're a first-time home buyer, the total closing costs are only $14,759. Closing costs are a big deal, so don't get surprised after you've already purchased a home. Drop a comment if you want me to send you my closing costs checklist.